fighters are we doing? I was just having a discussion actually then with a fighter that I work with, a Muay Thai fighter. You know, I'm not going to come out and, you know, name and shame or anything like that, but I wanted to make this video just to help a lot of you out. A lot of you fighters are boxers, MMA fighters, Muay Thai fighters, you know, even bare knuckle fighters. Listen, that's what I'm here to do, right? And the thing is, right, a lot of fighters struggle with the weight and blowing up in weight after fights and under eating and restricting, because, well, put it this way, right? So when I work with boxers, right, and MMA fighters, there is more of a time period to have a full fight camp, like a 10 to 12 week fight camp, 6 weeks. Sometimes it's not the full 10 to 12 week, as I say, the 6 weeks, or maybe, you know, something like that, right? Now when it comes to like Muay Thai, even especially like in places like Thailand, and obviously even in the UK, you know, places like that, sometimes there can be fights that just come up like at any time point. It could come up, you know, with a week notice, 2 weeks notice, 3 weeks. Now some fighters will actually fight like back to back within a short space of time, and this is where the problem starts, and this is where the problem lies, right? So if you think about it, right, if you're under eating all the time because you're worried about the weight going up, right, and then you've got a fight announcement and you've only got a couple of weeks to, or, you know, a little time period to prepare for the fight, you're going to keep eating, you know, even less, and dehydrating your body and training yourself into the ground. And then because you've been eating barely anything and you've been training yourself into the ground and you've been depleting and depriving yourself so much, after the fight, that's where the binging comes in, that's where the blowing up comes in, because you're trying to eat back what you didn't have while she was preparing for your camp or your fight, right? Now, the way this actually works is that you need to give yourself enough of a time period to actually fuel up a fight camp, right? So, yeah, listen, in the ideal world, you might not have 10 to 12 weeks, but even if you've got, you know, 6, 7, 8 weeks, you know, it's still enough time to fuel you up and focus on, you know, getting the right amount of carbs in, checking your weight, bringing your weight down gradually, getting to a comfortable weight on fight week, and essentially eating as much as you can on fight week while still making weight. So if you do that, and then after the fight, you don't start going crazy in burgers, chips, fries, cheesecakes, listen, anything, you name it, right? Then you just, after your fight, you have a couple of days, maybe 2 or 3 days relaxed day, back on the weight checks, back on the balanced meals, right? Back in your carbs, your 4 to 8 grams for every kilogram. That's where the problem is going to stop. You've just got to control it like that. I know it's not as simple as a quick fix as, oh, you just need to do this and you just need to do that, but give yourself enough time to fuel a fight camp. Stop under eating, hold yourself accountable, check the weight, bring it down gradually, and that's all you got to do. And don't go too crazy after your fights and get back onto the weight checks. If you do this, you'll have no problems, all right? Now the problem is you don't have the perfect structure in place, which I do with the best fighters in the world. That's why they fuel the fight camps, that's why they make weight with zero stress, and that's why they go into every single fight feeling the best they've ever felt. Simple as that, guys. Listen, hope you like this information. Give me a follow for more nutrition and diet tips for combat sports. Let's go.